Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Leo weekly money and career reading from October 6th to the 12th, 2025. Leos, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Leo's weekly money and career, October 6th to the 12th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear-out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. Now we're going to do things a little differently. I am not going to announce the 4 free readings here. I invite you all to come in during the lives, whatever live it is. We do lives every Monday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So different times, different days. Pop into the chat. If you're subscribed to the channel, and you can give me your zodiac sign and the magic word that goes with your zodiac sign for the weekly reading, then you might get a free reading during lives. So I'll pick one person. Just pop yourself into the live chat. You don't have to become a member, just a subscriber, and give the magic word of the week of your zodiac sign. So I hope to see you all. Don't be shy. It's a beautiful, positive community, and maybe you'll get a free reading. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, and let's get started. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. Don't forget to put the magic word down below anyway so I can see who is subscribed, who's not subscribed. All right, let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, October 6th to the 12th. 2025. What do we need to know for the sign of Leo? What do we need to know for the sign of Leo for this upcoming week? What are the messages here for the sign of Leo for this upcoming week? Money and career. Lots of cards popping out. Leo, money and career. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, October 6th to the 12th. Let's see what we got. Leo. 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords, High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, King of Cups, the Devil, 4 of Cups, and the Emperor. A lot of major arcana, Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. Welcome everyone that is just popping in. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy these readings and you're in the mood for subscribing and the mood for supporting this channel, thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't yet. And if you're popping in again and have been watching this channel and have been supporting it or subscribed for a while. Thank you so much for your support. If you are interested in getting personal tarot readings, join us live, join membership, and you can get a personal tarot reading during lives. Members only get access to live readings during those lives. All right, let's get started here. Two of Wands, you're preparing something, you're planning to expand your career, make a choice in your career, shift your job, shift your career. There's communication there. There's the desire to expand, so maybe you're exploring new venues, exploring new ways, trying to figure out what the next move is going to be. This is your next career move, next job move, next project move, whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for everyone, but this might be a financial decision regarding this expansion, maybe relocating, maybe moving, maybe changing job, maybe having to travel. You're investing in your future, you're planning your future, you're planning your next move. But it's very competitive. This is it is competitive. It is a competitive world. Everybody's in there for their own gain, for their own power. There can also be a conflict over money, conflict over self-interest, over fairness, maybe about behavior or office politics, or just people, again, overpowering for their own self greed a little bit. But it can also be extremely competitive. There's certain issues you have to address before you make this move forward, before you make a decision, before you make a decision to change jobs, or to expand your business, or to expand your career, to do things in a different way, to go off and explore something else. It is the next big move. I feel like this is your next big career move. But with this High Priestess, there's certain things that you're not aware of, or there's certain things that you have to address that haven't been addressed yet. Or certain things that have been beneath the surface, maybe financial answers that have been beneath the surface, or secrets, or hidden income, or things that haven't been seen before, or haven't been told to you, or that you weren't aware of, right? Follow your intuition on that. But also, and maybe you're trying to figure out financial answers. Maybe you're trying to figure out a money situation, or how you're going to finance for it, or what the money is going to be, and how you can structure, how you can picture and organize yourself and strategize in this next job, project, business, career move, financially. Follow your intuition. Avoid any major money moves unless it feels really, really right. We have the Page of Pentacles. You can have an offer there, a new financial offer, a new job offer, a new financial goal plan. Yes, I feel like this is all the plan for your next move, a financial plan, a financial goal, in a new job, in a career move. Also learning about money, learning about savings. Maybe there's a side hustle there. Maybe there's an idea project there, side project that you want to develop. It's solid, but it's slow. And then we have the Temperance, really balancing that balance of work-life, right? Being able to balance work and life and take your time and find that financial balance as you move into this big career move. And if it's not big, it is figuring out your finances, figuring out the money situation, and just everything in moderation. Blending sources of income, maybe with someone else, with a partner. It can be a life partner, it can be a business partner. Maybe you have an idea and you're joining resources for a project, for a business. It feels like there are multiple people here, and that you're joining resources or income. Avoid extremes. Avoid extremes, avoid extremes, avoid extremes. A good time It's a good time also to heal financial habits. And it's time to restructure, or maybe take classes or seek guidance from professionals or experienced people in your field, or whatever field you need to get information from. It can also be offices, administration, law, insurance, finances, corporate institutions. I feel like either you're gaining information from them, needing to structure something and follow something traditional, or gaining information or signatures or documents or green light from a traditional path. Again, banks, institutions, long-term savings, right? You're maybe seeking financial advice from this institution, corporation. It's a conventional money approach. It's a traditional money approach, or at least you are approaching this institution that has a traditional money approach for your goal, your new financial goal, your new career decision. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are fated. Things are going to change. Things are going to change quite rapidly. There's a shift. There's a shift in financial fortune, or a positive or negative, right? There's sort of luck is at play here. So this can be a sun gain or sun loss, but stay adaptable, stay flexible. Things are in transition, and things are going to change, and things might be a little chaotic, but it's new. This is something new for you. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. You are exploring, you are learning, you are building, you're moving on a new path, or you're starting something, right? Beginner steps into something pretty solid, but it is the beginning. Small steps into your next career move. Getting everything organized, getting all the papers, the documents, checking out your finances, and checking out how financially you can move forward. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is accepting the change and accepting that there are variables, right? Surrendering to the flow. Trust the fate, trust the divine timing and the synchronicities, and let go of resistance. Because if you are making a major career move, or making plans for your next career move, or figuring out your finances to set your new goals, to expand your business, or find a new job, or figure out how to progress in your career, let go of resistance. Adaptation and flexibility are key. And I feel like this is something that I say, or not I say, but that comes up in the cards, and that has come up pretty much in the last few weeks, is understanding that some forces are beyond your control, whether you want it or not. Whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever this financial decision is, or what you're organizing, moving around, strategizing financially, or strategizing career-wise, business-wise, or in your job, certain things are out of your control, and so, or beyond your control, right? So how you perceive and adapt to the shift, or how you perceive and adapt to the changes, is a conscious choice. And learning to accept and coexist with uncertainty or the fluctuation is accepting the change, sometimes chaos, and just staying flexible. And flexibility will be rewarding. And it's pivot time. But this is organized pivot. Like, this is your new pivot. This is your goal, and you're strategizing and organizing this next new goal. So adjust, learn from change, learn from this pivot, right? Rather than resisting, adjust. You are adjusting here. You are balancing yourself emotionally, being able to see things clearly and calmly and make decisions accordingly, but really in a mature and a calm way. The devil, though, right? You're attached to certain ways. Maybe you've been in that job for a while. Maybe you've always made your decision in a certain way and it has been successful for you. And this is the energy that you have been in. This is the energy you've worked with. This is how you made your career. This is how you make your money. This is how you progress forward, right? With the devil. And again, this is a moment of understanding that it's at the same time, these shifts are here. The energies are swirling. The energies are changing. We have to adapt. We have to make do. We have to be strategic and creative. And this is like, if you feel trapped, right? You're not trapped as you think, but you have to want freedom. You have to want change because you're transitioning, because you're moving forward, because you're trying to accelerate and finance and figure things out and plan accordingly. You have to want that freedom enough to change. You have to want that change enough to change, if that makes sense. You have to want different enough to change and to face what controls you and name it. That's where your power is going to begin if you feel stuck. And there is the Four of Cups here, detachment. Detachment from an energy, offers that don't seem valuable for you, that are not enough for you, that you're not interested in, or people you don't want to work with, or an environment, a job, a career, a company you no longer feel the offer is valuable for you. So there's a real detachment there of a certain energy with the Four of Cups. It's not enough for you. There's a dissatisfaction with the current financial situation, and it's like you're ignoring any opportunity that is coming from that company, or that is coming from a certain place or certain people or certain environment. It's disappointing for you, and there's a real dissatisfaction. So you're disconnecting from that. And then we have the Emperor, taking charge. So you are taking charge. Even though you have to figure things out, you are taking charge. This is about financial structure and discipline and authority in the business, or authority in your job, or stable income. Again, it can be from government, it can be from corporate, managerial role, long-term planning. Again, this is all about long-term planning in your next career move, whether you want to become a manager, whether you want another role, whether you want another responsibility, whether you're starting your own business or expanding your own business or developing a project, or even going back to school or taking classes to develop a new career. That is possible as well, but you are taking charge. And I feel like there's a certain discipline that is needed here to be able to move forward. All right, let's see if there's let's see what you're planning. No, okay, sorry. Let's see why you feel trapped. Why do you feel trapped here with the devil? Leo, why does Leo feel trapped? Okay, yeah, because of, oh, okay, got it. No? Okay. Trapped in the tower, right? It's no longer viable. This project, this job for you. This is your perspective. These are your energies, your emotions. And for you, working in that corporate or working in that job working in that energy is no longer viable. But maybe also the business is no longer viable. Maybe it's a faulty foundation, and that suddenly you are, or people are, becoming very aware. There's a sort of awakening of a faulty foundation, that this can no longer move forward. It's no longer going to progress forward or be successful or be able to develop with that foundation, or with those people, with that team, with those finances. And it feels like you feel trapped in that tower. You feel trapped in something that is not progressing forward, that is not successful, or that is no longer successful. And so with the tower here, we have that sudden shift. So you go from stuck, or feeling stuck, or feeling it's going nowhere. And you know what it feels like? It feels like when you're in a company and working on a job, or in a business, it doesn't matter. It's going to be different for each and every one, that you know things are not great, or you feel the wind shifting, and you feel maybe management moving around, or things are different, making different types of decisions. The budget is different, tight budget, right? And this is going around everywhere. These energies are swirling everywhere. And I feel like with the waiting, sort of waiting for something to happen, feeling that things are changing, feeling that, maybe management doesn't really know what to do. Maybe budget is so tight, and, there's a lot going on. And then there's, that sudden financial upheaval, and maybe unexpected expenses or crisis within the job. And then it clears your path for a stronger building. Then you can move forward in your new career move. But I feel like you are sort of waiting. But at the same time, you are a bit of aware of the current financial situation in your job, or the current financial situation in the business. And so at the same time, you're planning your next move and figuring everything out financially, but you're still in the tower. And suddenly there's that last crisis where you're like, okay, well, now I got this. Now I know I need to move forward into something else. And I'm happy I'm planned, even though I'm not completely 100% ready. But I've been preparing and planning this for a while. And there we go. We have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. So that tells me that you're proud and you're rewarded because you're moving into a whole new energy. What you've planned is going to be rewarding. This big goal, this big new financial goal, or big new career move is going to give you joy. It's giving you joy. You're proud. You're rewarded. You're acknowledged. This can be a managerial position you take somewhere, or people recognizing you and hiring you, or recognizing your success. Again, public acknowledgement or rewards in a new business. You have victory from your hard work. So this is almost like leaving a job that is no longer successful, or no longer financially viable, or no longer viable for you, and moving into something that's really interesting, that really gives you joy, that you are planning for, that you're preparing, that's pretty no, okay, this is the preceding job. The one you're leaving is very competitive, and there's a lot of ego in there, and a lot of secrets. Things are not told. Things are not told about the budget. Things are not told about the policies on what's going on, how they're managing, how they're making the decision, what is going on. You proudly are moving into your next your next financial beginning, your new financial opportunity. And this new financial opportunity is not just for profit. It is really giving you joy, the joy of maybe joining people, like-minded people, great team, new new assets, new people, new company, or a new project, new ideas, creative people. You're excited to be with creative people, whatever creative means for you. It doesn't mean that everybody's an artist, or you're moving towards developing your artistic talents. Yes, it can be that, but whatever it is, you're moving into something much more creative and much more airy. The air is breathable, right? Less competition, more room for creativity, more room for ideas, and excited and happy to work with these new people. And they acknowledge you. They acknowledge your hard work, and probably if you're getting this new opportunity, it is because of your hard work, because of your talent, and they're acknowledging that. You're rewarded. You're rewarded for your commitment and your hard work. Wow. Interesting. All right, so what is this new? So there we go. This can be you taking on responsibilities in a new company, taking charge even of the structure, setting boundaries, taking responsibility. Yes, and then you're leaving financial difficulties to move into smoother waters. Let me grab a different deck here, but it's a little chaotic. The change is a little chaotic, and take your time. Balance work life, right? It's important. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute to align with these new energies, but you have the Hierophant and the Emperor. Can I get clarify the Hierophant and the Emperor here? I'm feeling these are very powerful energies that are working together. This is a corporate or institution, or right, and you're taking on responsibilities in this corporate. You're taking on responsibilities, or you're getting the green light to take on these responsibilities. What are the Emperor, please? The Emperor. Let's start with the Emperor. No, too many cards. One card on the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor for me, for Leo. Clarify the Emperor, please. Yeah, navigating uncertainties. Listen, be aware, be open. Be open. And this is a time to listen. This is not a time to bulldoze forward, to take action quickly, for action, swift action. No, this is a time to listen, to be aware of all the information you need to get, to maybe help people as well. This is time to be empathic. There might be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces around you that is not telling you everything while you navigate uncertainty before you take on this new role. That is a possibility. Why do we have the Moon here? Yeah, on the defense. You're on the defense. So there are people around you. You're navigating uncertainties. You're pushing forward, and you're very much on the defense, but you're standing your ground. You're in a good space. You're in a good place. Stand your ground. Don't be too on the defense. Stay flexible. Stay open. Listen. Yeah. And then we get the Hierophant again. So we went full circle. The Moon is about uncertainties, right? And the Moon is about trying to figure out what is going on. But the Emperor is about that rational control, right? You have the ability to lead. If you're worried, or if you're uncertain, or if you're still waiting for answers, or it's still a little blurry for you how you're going to navigate this, how you're going to take on this new role or new responsibilities, I really think you're taking on a very, very interesting and powerful role within a structure, within a company, or maybe it's your business. It's possible. You will have the ability to lead if you're questioning yourself. You have the ability to organize and establish new system, right? This is about clarity. And this is about stabilization and planning. not improvising. This is not a good time to improvise, right? This is a time to plan, and I feel like you have planned and been organized and been figuring this out to stabilize financially and move yourself into these new responsibilities. Facts, no improvisation. Principles over speculation, right? No assumptions. Stick to the facts. And order creates power, right? Control your thoughts and direct your focus and set those boundaries. Your inner power is to master all those doubts, those emotions, those distractions maybe that you have in favor of that decision making. Willpower meets intellect, right? Are your thoughts in service of your goals, or are they running wild, right? What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Why is it not moving so fast? Why this one do this one do? Why are they saying this? Why are they saying that? No, focus on that big picture planning, because that's what you're doing. You are finding that stability, that long-term stability. 2 times the Hierophant, which is sticking to traditional paths, what you can learn from others, what you can learn from these institutions, from these people that can give you guidance, people with knowledge. What can you learn from others? And what must you think for yourself, right? When is tradition your source of clarity? And when does it become constraint and you have to take charge yourself? Really, really interesting reading, Leos. Let's see if there's one last message for the road, Leos. Weekly, money and career. Remember to subscribe if you're in the mood to support this channel, and join membership if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, a personal tarot reading. Members only get access to personal tarot readings during lives. All right. Look at that. Wow. The Emperor, the Sun, and again, the High Priestess. So you're moving into something really positive. There's a beautiful positive shift here in a new role, in a new structure, taking charge. Power here. Power. But again, the High Priestess is addressing the issues, needing to address the issues, maybe the last issues that needed to be, that have to come up to the surface to make sure you have that clarity, you have that clear path. Everything's going to be, check off all the boxes. So now you can start with this fabulous, fabulous new role or fabulous new enterprise or project, or just taking charge of something that is really, really interesting for you. Wow. Powerful reading. And with the Sun, things just become easier, clear, simple. The illusions and the doubts sort of go by the wayside, right? They're eliminated little by little, and you just have this clear path where things become undeniably simple because you're in the right space. So this is about your confidence. No more self-doubt. Push forward in this fabulous new light. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for being here, for connecting, for supporting this channel, subscribing, joining membership. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word here is fabulous new role. Fabulous new role will be the magic word to put down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.